this is Jackie Annette, aka Boho Fashion Lover. I'm sorry it's been a long time since I made a video, but I've been having some health issues, and then I also was trying to figure out a way or a room in my apartment that's good enough to make videos so that you can see my face clear, my hair clearly. And I was playing around with light and this camera and trying to learn how to fix videos so they can be like really professionals. But I'm back with this video. It's going to be really quick. And I have an Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram, it's just Boho Fashion Lover on Instagram. And I do like a lot of like my own personal photos, but I also do like project, like things I make, and I do a lot of selfies. But I do the selfies not just because I'm conceited, but because to show my makeup and then my hair. So the reason for this video is because I just recently lightened my extensions, and obviously you didn't know what they looked like before, so I'll post a picture of how the color they were before. They were much darker, and I actually just lightened them. I don't know if you can like really see the brown. And also my makeup, I just did that today, and I'm playing around with false lashes because I never use false lashes, and I'm just playing around with my makeup that I really don't use as much. So yeah, so this video is basically about my extensions and my own hair. I don't really talk too much about my own hair. I do have hair under these extensions. I just choose to wear all of this because it keeps my hair healthy. But I'll do a video on my natural hair and how I take care of my hair. But this is just for the extensions because I always get a lot of questions, or a few questions, let's be real, on how I do this and this to my hair. Or people ask, how do you take care of your extensions? Because I got this hair in January, and a pack of it is still hair that I got last August. So I use my hair and I keep my hair. And this is 5 bundles and a closure, a lace closure. So none of my hair is out. I used to wear my hair out, but it was causing damage, so I decided to do this. I'm still getting used to the closure, but none of my hair is out, and this is 5 bundles. I actually still have an extra bundle from hair that I had before that I was going to play, but I felt like this was enough. So get to the process of how I lighten my hair. So my extensions were a dark brown, and what I did, I used to bleach my hair to get the ombre effect, and I did it once and I did it again, and I actually ruined about $400 worth of hair. Yes, I know, what? So I came up with I've been researching on YouTube, and I figured out a way to lighten my hair without so much damage. And what I did was, I know a lot of girls did the developer, and it's the same thing you use for a bleach applique when you do the ombre. So I'm sorry if I keep looking that way, I have a mirror. So anyway, so I just used the developer, and I actually used a 30. This is a 20, but it was the closest to the cabinet. But this is a 20, but I use a 30, and it really did take a long time for the 30. A lot of people use the 40, but I only had 30, and I was not about to go buy any more developer. So I just put it on the hair as if you do like the bleach process, and I wrapped it in foil. And after about 2 hours, I didn't really see anything. So one of the trusty brands that I use, I'm going to be jumping throughout this whole video saying like different things that I use also. So one of the trusty brands of dyes that I use to darken or lighten my hair also, if I want to change the color, is the Garnier Nutrisse brand. And this exact box, like this one with the olive oil and shea butter and avocado, this is the only one that I use on my extensions, because I tried cheaper ones and I tried other ones, but they just don't have the same effect. And it has this conditioner that is like really good. It makes my extensions really soft. I don't know why, but I used the developer, just the developer. All the rest of the pieces are still in the box, so I just used the developer, which is in a foam. You put the top, and I just put it also on the extensions, and I waited another hour and a half, and I still didn't see anything because it was still dark. So I was like, I don't have time, so I just rinsed it out, let the hair air dry for like 2 more hours, and I did the sew-in onto the cap, so I'll explain that later. And I started to see the color, which came out like this, and it's a lot lighter. So that's what I use to lighten my hair. Now, as the process, which I'll do a video on later, all of my bundles are sewn to a dome cap, which is like one of the durable caps. And my hair is braided by one of my friends, Megan. You should follow her on Instagram also. She's amazing. She does sewings and everything. And it's braided by her, and then I just sew the cap on with the extensions, and then I do my closure. And I'll do a video on how I do that later. So yeah, I lost track. So that's how my hair is, but it's sewn all the way around, so it's like you can't even tell it's like a full sew in. I don't like having like track by track sewn in because my hair gets itchy and I can't deal. I'm not about that. So ways I take care of my extension: I do not shampoo them all the time. It dries your hair out, it dries your extensions out really bad. So I just deep condition mostly, like deep condition every like 2 weeks. And I shampoo like once a month or something, but not as often. And I know you might think that's nasty, but it keeps them from being so dry. And when my extensions were dry, I got, this is the shampoo and conditioner that I use. And I got it from one of my local, well, yeah, beauty schools. I can't remember the name, but it's called Drench. And it's not that expensive. It's kind of expensive for this size bottle. It was like $8, $10 for this bottle, when you can get that for like 2 products of another brand at the drugstore. And here's the conditioner, and it's really good. They told me it was good, but it's really good. If I'm not using, before I started using this, because I just got this, I was using the Herbal Essence, and I don't have it in here, but it's like the honey one. It's like a golden bottle. That's what I was using. And for color treated hair, when I had my hair red, or if I do like a blonde color, I use the Herbal Essence Color Shampoo, which you should use because it keeps from stripping the color out. And basically what I do with my hair after I condition or wash them, I let them air dry. I never like blow dry them or anything. I just let them air dry, even if they're in my head, because you don't want to cause so much damage. And after I style it, I usually put some argan oil, and this is the brand that I use. I got this from Sally's, yeah, and it was like $8.99 or something, and it's really good. But when I wrap my hair at night, I usually put them in buns, and I use these clips. They came in a pack of 10, so I just like roll it and I clip, and I use like 2 or 3 of them for each side up. But if you have like any questions that you want to ask of how I do this, and you know, or a certain style, like for today, I basically just parted it down the middle. Oops, I hit the light. I parted it down the middle, and I used my flat iron, which is the name is gone. I'm trying to remember the name of this flat iron. People ask me about it, and I can never remember because I used it in the name. I think it's Revlon. I'm not for sure. Hold on. It's on my Remington. It's on my curling wine, which I barely use, but I use my flat iron a lot, and it has like this pink in the inside, and it's like a dark brown. So my camera died when I was talking, but it has a lock that you can fold it and lock it, which I like. And I also have the curling one, which is a matching set. But that's what I use, and I just did some curls in there, and it's big. So I'll show you. This is the hair. And oh, I forgot to say, like, the bundles. I have 5 bundles. I have a 30, 24, 22, 18, 16. Yeah. And then a 12-inch closure. And I think that's, yeah, that's 5. And 4 of them are from the same company, which I will post below. And one of them is from another company, well, not from a company, from a lady that I bought who previously did my hair, and this was 2 years ago, and I still have the hair. So there's 5 bundles, but I'll post the links, and so if you want. But she doesn't have like a website, like you probably have to call and she can ship it to you or whatever. But it's all either, one is Indian virgin hair, and the other 4 are the Brazilian. I only stick with Indian Brazilian because they're coarse and they're thick and they're really, like, really full. I don't like, really, I tried Peruvian and I had a bundle from a totally different company. Maybe it was just the company, but I didn't like the Peruvian. So I just stick with those 2, Brazilian and Indian. I never cut the tracks of my extensions. When I sew it, I always do the fold over. I never cut it. Even if like I barely have room to add it, I just add it anyways. But I never cut it. Trying to think what else. For the closure, I did the elastic method. For those of you who know about the closures, you know about that method, which basically there's no glue here, there's no glue, period. I bleached the knots and I sewn an elastic. I don't think I have one in here, but I sewn the elastic to the outer parts because the closure is just yay big, like this wide. And I just sewn the elastic to the outer part and I put it around my head before I sewn the rest of the hair on. So it's sewn, but it's not like sewn, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. But I'll do a video of how I did that, I guess. I never did a video on that. I never really showed no one how I did that. So, because I didn't feel like it was good, so I never just shown people. I always tell people, but I never like showed anybody. Yeah, I think that's it on how I just take care of my hair and dyeing it. And I mean, I don't dye it often. If I go lighter and I want to go darker, I just use this dye, and the color I use is darkest brown. And the reason why it gets really dark, it looks almost black, but I use it because once you start washing it so much, it goes to a nice soft brown, a little bit darker than this. But I just use this when I want to go darker, and when I want to go lighter, I usually bleach it, but I'm going to start using the developer instead of using the bleach. And so yeah, so please subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.